Good morning class. So today we are going to start a new chapter in mathematics, which is real numbers. But before proceeding to our real numbers, I would like to tell you a bit more about number system. When we talk about number system, we will start with natural numbers at first. So first question comes is, what is natural numbers? So all counting numbers are known as natural numbers. So when we talk about counting numbers, they start with 1, 2 and so on. So basically 0 is not included in this, in natural numbers. And it is represented with capital N. Natural numbers, they are denoted with capital N. Now after natural numbers, we have whole numbers in our number system. When in the set of natural number we add 0, or when 0 is included in natural numbers, they form the set of whole numbers. So we can basically define whole number as all counting numbers together with 0. They form the set of whole numbers and it is denoted with capital W. And its examples can be 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So basically when we say about counting numbers, we start with 1, 2, 3. And when 0 is included with it, it forms the set of whole numbers. So after whole number, we have a new member in our number system, which is integers. So what basically is integers? Let us define integers. All positive numbers, all positive natural numbers together with their negatives and 0 forms the set of integers. So let us write the definition at first. All positive or all natural numbers together with its negative and 0, they form the set of integers. So our definition says that first of all positive natural numbers, basically natural numbers are already positive. So whether you write this positive term or not is not so important. So all natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Together with its negative. When we talk about its negative, it becomes -1, -2, -3 and so on. And with 0. So this whole forms the set of integers. And the integers, they are denoted with capital Z or capital I. So after integers, we have a new member in our number system, which is rational numbers. So let us first define rational numbers. So any number in the form of P by Q, where P and Q, they belongs to integers, and Q, which is the denominator, should never be equal to 0. So this is what rational number is. Any number you can take, and if it is in the fractional form, or you can say in the form of p by q. When we talk the form of p by q, we mean fractions, where p and q, that is the numerator or the denominator, and the denominator, they should belongs to integers, and the denominator should never be equal to 0. Then such fractions, they are only known as rational numbers. Now I have a fraction to the class, and you have to tell me whether it is a rational number or it is not a rational number. I have few fractions: 0 by 1, 1 by 0, and 2 by 3. You have to see and check whether they form rational number or not. Now for being any fraction a rational number, we had 3 criteria as written in the definition. It should be in the form of p by q or fractional form. Yes, all 3 satisfy our first criteria. They are in the form of fractions or in the form of p by q. The second criteria, where p and q, that is the numerator and the denominator, they should belong to integers. We had already learned integers, that what integers are. Basically they are all the positive natural numbers together with their negatives and 0, they form integers. So yes, 0 and 1, they belong to integers. 1 and 0, they already belong to integers, and 2 and 3, they also belong to integers. They have this, all 3 fractions have satisfied our second criteria as well. Now let us check for the third criteria. That is the q, the denominator part, should never be equal to 0. It is 1, but here it is 0. And this fraction is not a rational number. This fraction is not a rational number. So this was all about rational number. Let us check how it is represented. It is represented with capital Q. It is denoted with capital Q. Okay. Now we will be discussing about irrational numbers. Let us define irrational number at first. A non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expression, they are only known as irrational number. That is a decimal expansion. A decimal expression, it should neither be terminating and nor be repeating. So that forms a irrational number. For example, let's say pi. When we talk about pi, here pi doesn't mean about 22 by 7. Here pi doesn't mean about 22 by 7. Here pi means about 3.141 and so on. So when we talk about the value of pi, it is in decimal form, it is 3.141 and it continues. The value neither terminates. It has not got a definite value. We have only taken a round figure of the value. So the value neither terminates and nor it gets repeated. It is not that 141 and after that again 4141. Neither it is repeating nor it is terminating. So such decimal expressions are only known as irrational numbers. We have many examples of it. Example, root 3. It is also an irrational number. Root 5. It is yet another irrational number. So this is all about irrational number, and they are basically denoted with bar over q. We have written q and a bar has been placed over it. So this is how we express irrational number, and here are its examples. Now a very simple question to the class. Is 22 by 7 and pi, which amongst them is irrational number? Now the class has to say, among these two fractions, this is a fraction and this is a denotation of pi, which is irrational number. So here we will consider pi as irrational, because here already I have told you the value of pi in decimal form. But 22/7, it is not an irrational number, it is a rational number. It is a rational number, but when the decimal expression of this number is taken out, it becomes again 3.1412 and so on, it continues. So this decimal fraction becomes irrational, but the fraction 22/7, it is a rational number. Now how it is a rational number? That because it has satisfied all the criteria of a rational number, that is, it is in the fractional form, both are integers, and the denominator is not equal to 0. So this is a rational number and this is a irrational number. This is very important question for examination point of view in irrational numbers. Now we have real numbers. After discussing so many numbers, so many things about number system, we have came finally to real numbers, the main topic of the chapter. So real numbers, basically real numbers are all the combination of rational and irrational number. They form the set of real numbers. So when we talk about real number, we will be taking rational numbers together with irrational numbers. So how can you define real numbers? Real numbers are combinations of rational and irrational numbers. They are called real numbers. Rational and irrational numbers, they are already discussed in the previous chapter. Previously we have already discussed about them. So now we will be discussing more about real numbers only. So the examples of real number can be a fraction, a decimal expression, so these are all irrational, these are all real numbers, and they are denoted with, real numbers are denoted with capital R. All don't get confused class, among rational and irrational number, their denotation. Rational number is denoted with capital Q, but real number is denoted with capital R. So this is the definition of real numbers and the denotation.